Welcome back everyone to Speedrunning Viewfinder any %. This is the final level of the game, including the finale. So let's get started here. So right when you first enter the tram, you're going to walk up these steps. So if you glitch out of the tram from Miran's level, you'll start about right here on this corner. All you have to do is walk up here, or if you exit out like I recommended in my last video, you'll notice that you start about right here. So I recommend normally just exiting back to menu and going here, because then you'll be able to start right here from the start. So the first level is right to your left. So we'll hop into here. There are about 3 different ways to do this level, and this level is pretty tricky. So the normal way, I would say, is this way. So normal way is you're going to come over here, take a photo. We're going to get rid of some of this geometry. We're going to jump over and take a photo here. Take a photo of ourselves. And we're just going to jump back over. Just show you here in a second. You can even grab it over top of this like that. And then we're going to put this here and we'll be good to go. So that's the end of that level. But there are 2 other ways that you can do that that's faster. So the intermediate way, I would say, is to do this way. So we'll go over here. We'll take a photo like normal. And we're actually not going to jump across the gap. We're going to stand right in front of the camera. So we're going to do something like this. So we're going to start the camera going here in a second. So we'll start the camera here, and we're going to line up right in front of this camera. So we're going to line up. We're going to go forward a little bit and then slightly off. So we're going to look away. If we did this successfully, our face should be on this photo. And we did. So there's a black smear here, which means our face is in front of it. So now we took a photo of ourselves looking away and slightly away from the camera. So what we can do, if we grab this, if we did this correctly, what you're going to do is when you hit the edge of this gate, you're going to look up and jump at the gate like that, but look up and then place the photo. And you get in. So that saves you the time of having to go back and forth with taking the photo, taking the photo, running over here, running back. You can simply just take a photo right in front of it, grab it, and go, right? So one more time, full speed for that. It kind of looks like this. So again, we'll go this way, take a photo, grab this, put that here, hit the camera. We're going to slightly move along here, go even, and then one little pace to the upward like that. Look away from the camera. And we did it again successfully. Grab that photo, look upward, and we're done. So that's, I would say, generally one of the fastest way to do this. There is an even faster way, and I'll show you here, but it is hard to get precise. So when you first start the level, you're going to go to the right, jump on this chair, jump on this table, up here, onto this book, and then you'll see this little hammer floating right here. You're going to jump on top of that. You can even reverse if you mess it up. So we're standing on top of this hammer. Then we would need to jump over this gate. It's pretty precise. I don't normally do it this way. Okay, well, I got it there. That's pretty awesome. So you just jump over here. You have to really be at the end of that hammer and jump perfectly at the end where you get over here. This removes the need to go get this empty photo. You're already here. So what you can do is you can take the photo, move forward. That should be good, I think. Perfect, it is. So then what we can do is we can jump on top of the camera, or the viewfinder. Jump on top of here, and then we jump around. And then we're gone. We did it. So we do the same thing, look up, and place. So we're good. So those are the 3 ways to do that. So the simple way is to grab the photo, take the photo, go back, and then go back again, come over here. The second way is to grab that photo, and then just stand right next to the viewfinder, close enough where you're taking a photo of your face that you can just come over here. And the final way is to go all the way around and jump over this, so it removes the need to take the photo and go back and forth, and it's really quick, but it's very precise. So that's the first level. Next one is pretty simple. You just click this. You can stand inside of this little diamond right here. You'll be in the photo if you're inside of that diamond. You'll grab this, and before you place this photo, take another photo, go inside, and stand, look at this, but then look to this side. By looking this way, it will directionally alter the photo. So you'll be able to, like, when you spawn, you'll already be looking at the exit. But when you're inside of there, make sure you flip this. and then you can get out. So full speed, it kind of looks like this. So you flip this, stand inside of the diamond right here, grab that photo, take another photo, flip the switch, and then look to the side. And then you'll place this generally over here. Make sure you're not removing the ending like that. That would be a bad thing. So do this, and then click this. Easy enough. This level, pretty straightforward, I would say. We're going to want to take 2 selfies right away, so we'll stand about right here. It's 1 selfie. I find this easiest to like walk behind it, click, and go at the same time, so some people like to grab this as they're walking, so they'll do this and then click, but I like to just wait here and then grab both at the same time. So what you can do here, you can also do this. You can flip the photo upside down so you'll like fall faster. But anyway, I digress. So you can do this. You'll place the battery out. What you can also do is walk while you're holding the battery by doing D and A. And you can like move to the side and place it so the battery is moving to the right a little bit. It just kind of saves some space for you by the time you're placing your photo and grabbing the battery, going to take another one. So then you get out of here, grab the battery. You can even throw it because the most important thing now is to hit this as soon as possible. And so it's about to take a photo. So we're going to look away from this. We're going to look away from the camera and hold the battery. Now we no longer care about this battery because we have a photo with ourselves and a battery in it. So what we can do is we can just put this inside. We now have a battery here and we're good to go. So full speed, that whole process looks like this. So again, you walk up here, start the camera as soon as possible, take a selfie, come over here, photo, take another photo, same deal, grab the photo, get inside the cage, drop the battery, get outside the cage, grab it again. You can toss that, press this, walk over here with your battery, drop that, and then grab the photo and you're good to go. Just like that. This next level is pretty tricky. It is very technical. It is very setup heavy. So the normal way to do this would be to jump off of this time to get a photo, which you still can do if you're feeling uncomfortable with this jump. You will lose about like 15 seconds or so, I would say, if you don't do this, but you can still do it this way where you click that photo, run all the way back here and jump off. However, the main way to do this is to jump here at an angle where we basically get up on this ledge and then immediately jump right in this little crevice in between these 2 posts. And by doing so, the geometry pushes us onto this ledge. And then we can jump from here directly onto the ending. So it is pretty technical. It is a bit of a setup. Some people set it up like directly on this line and hit the ledge and then jump. I like to set it up a bit more at an angle, so I'm not on this. So I like to go here. So I'm kind of like facing more there, but I'll show you what this looks like for real. So how this is, you go immediately over here and then I'm up here. The best lineup for this once you're up here is to kind of be on this ledge on the left side, because then you can kind of just go straight out. You can also do on that bottom ledge. So you can also jump to this little piece of platform. So you can go here and then jump up, which is totally fine. So don't think you have to jump to this right away. You could also jump to this and then go up. Both are fine. So again, full speed kind of looks like this. So go over here, jump at the corner, then we're good to go. I would practice this one if you're really wanting to get this down. It does require just like muscle memory. It is more precise than I'm making it look, I would say. So you do have to kind of get the feel for it. But the final level here, the intention is to take 3 photos, but we can do it in 2. So we'll take a photo here. We'll line up with about this bar next to this diamond. Look back at the photo. We'll grab this first one, take a second one. So now we have 2 photos. Again, the intention is to take one back here so you can get the height to take a photo and place it up there. However, we can do it with 2. It is a bit tight, but you do need to practice this a little bit. So what I would say is be underneath this grate, right click and hold this up like you're ready to go, and then jump in place. So the first one will be like this. So you'll jump and place it like that, right? But then what you do is you immediately place your second photo after you place your first one. So it'll be, you hold this up, jump up, place, up, place. Again, that one requires a little bit of like muscle memory and just a little bit of practice, but it's really, really easy once you get it like once. So again, full speed is like this. First photo. So in summary, we go all the way against this fence, get 2 photos of ourselves, and then we're basically just like double boosting up to the top. There we go. That's the end of that level. There is a way you can do that level with 1 photo. It is incredibly difficult. I recommend checking out the Discord for those of you who are interested. It is very, very difficult. But some of the pros in the community have done it before. Some of them on runs before, which is really cool. So I highly recommend checking it out. Next levels are right to the right. This is level 2. This level is pretty simple. You just jump to this ledge, fall down, and take a photo and fall into it. This is, I think, the fastest way to do this. There is a way to do this as well where I think you go all the way around here and you like take a photo and then you like flip it this way or something. I'm pretty sure that's like a thing you can do. I have not done this way. I think it's a little difficult. It takes about the same amount of time too. But I think this way, this is the cleanest. You just jump to the right, fall down, just take a photo, and just fall into the photo. It's pretty simple. Would recommend that way for sure. Next level is also pretty simple. You can immediately start walking forward. All you need to do is just take a picture of this ledge on the side and keep going. You can even do that as you're walking. I recommend just not stop moving for this entire level. Just keep going as much as you can. Just never stop holding W. Because it's just kind of like a walking level. So as long as you get the first photo, you're basically good. And then this way, you just kind of put it here. So full speed, it kind of looks like this. So you just take a photo as you're running, and it'll print off as you're going. Just so you can save some time. And not have to wait for photo printouts. I might not actually make that. That was incredibly lucky. Awesome. But yeah. So that's that level. I really like this upcoming level. It's pretty interesting. So you're going to move to the right. So this, how this works is you're going to take a photo right here. It's literally on the corner of this pillar right here, I would say. You can even take it a little bit more to the right. But you can even do this on the fly. So a lot of the people who are really good at this game will do something like this. You'll like run, you'll take it as you're like falling. So it'll be a little bit more to the right, but this is how I normally recommend it. Like the setup is kind of like midair. So you can take it like even right here. So then after grabbing that photo, you're going to have 2 of the same thing. So you're going to go to this little corner, place this normally, just directly outwards. You're just going to put it directly out, no movement. But the second one, you're going to turn 90 degrees to the left. And then from here, you'll be here. And then you can just drop this here, and the battery will fall into place, which is awesome. So one more time. I was a little bit too far forward, but if I go here, it should do it right. Oh, hold on. Again, I'm a little bit too far forward. I think I normally do this when as I'm jumping, like that. You could even probably just do it from here too. Yeah. So depending on where you take your photo, where you first start, will change where you release it. So if you feel like you're too far away, then you'll drop it further back. So full speed, it'll kind of look like this. So go to the right, jump, photo. Place this one here, turn it 90 degrees, and then drop it down. And that was basically on. So this should normally just drop on top of it for you. So one more time. And jump, take a photo as you're jumping. Turn. There you go. Just like that. If you have to move it, that's also fine, but eventually you can get to a point where it just drops on. Okay, so this level is pretty weird actually. So you're gonna look about where this like square is, but you're gonna direct it like up, like where this rafter is. So it's like at the square but up. So it's like right here. So what you're doing is we're basically taking a picture of this wall on the other side that normally exists. So there's a wall here that we're taking a photo on the other side of. So we'll turn square, but we'll go higher right there. Now we're trying to get this battery over here. So now that this wall is gone, we can either put this here and jump over like that. That's a pretty simple way to do it. Or you can do it the other way, where you turn it like this. This is how I normally do it. Gives me more of a platform, more options. So I can go this way and drop it there. So full speed, it'll look like this. Just like that, throw the battery, good to go. All right, so that's level 2. Level 3, onward. This is, I think, probably my favorite level in the game. So this level is interesting. So what we're going to do here, we're going to take a photo. We want the battery to be on the very bottom of this photo. So right when we first spawn in, we're going to walk a little bit here, take a photo with the battery on the very bottom, right? And then after we get that photo, now what we need to do is take a photo of the battery in real life and also have us inside of it. This is going to be a little more easy to show you than to explain. So here, I'll show you what I mean. So you'll take a photo here, drop the battery immediately from a height. So we also take a photo again as the battery is falling. So we still have a photo of a battery in our hand, but we also have a second photo of a battery and ourselves. So what this means is we can get out of the cage and drop the battery here. And we have a second battery we can just drop right here. So again, the sequence is we're going to take a photo, and immediately after we take this photo, we're going to place this like right there. So that's what we're going to do. So it'll take the photo of us and the battery, but we're also taking a photo of the battery. So we have one in our hands. So then we'll have 2. So again, how this works is photo, place, get a photo of the battery, get our photo, drop that battery on top, and then drop this battery here. And just like that, it's very, very fast, really cool. Again, one time from the top, so restart. Take a photo with the battery at the bottom. Take a photo, place up top. Grab a photo of the battery. Place the battery out here so we can get out, and also another battery here. Just like that. That one requires a little bit of practice, but it feels really good once you get the hang of it. This final level, this is the final real level of the game before the finale. So we're going to take a photo of this platform here. And then the whole goal of this level is to get a lot of distance between this photo. So when we go press this button, we'll be able to quickly get out. So we're going to press this viewfinder here, and we're going to go all the way over here using our platform that we made. And we're also going to, I'm going to make a note here. Make sure you look away when you're doing this. Like when this photo is being taken, make sure you're looking outward. Because then when you place the photo, you'll be able to step on this and then immediately just start running towards the exit. So then once you grab this, you'll see we're in the photo at the very outside, right? We're going to go back to the beginning. And once we're standing on here and the ending is lit up, we're going to place this over here and we're going to click the exit right now. So obviously I missed it here because I didn't click it, but you get the idea. So again, full speed, it's kind of like this. You take a photo of the platform so we can get across. Take a photo. Look away from the camera. I'll use an audio cue there just to know I did it right. And we'll go all the way back. Stand on this button. And then get out. Audio clues are really big in this game, and that's a big level for it. So, and just like that, we are at our final. So the finale. There are many, many ways to do the finale. I'm going to show you my way to do the finale. Again, this is not, I wouldn't say this is even the best way. I wouldn't say that any other way is better or worse, but this is just the way that I've gotten comfortable with, and it is pretty fast. And I say a lot of people do this with some variation. So most people, I would say, use this version with some variation. There are some folks who use a different way of going through this, but I know a lot of people do use this method. So from here, we're going to take a photo of this, like most of this platform, but we're going to make sure to keep this little piece at the end. Keep this little right side. So what I'm going to do is do this little piece to make sure we can jump all the way through here. and we can click this. So we have our platform. We'll click this. We're going to put this out enough where we can get all the way across, and high enough where we can get all the way over. Once we're halfway through this platform, we're going to look directly up and take a photo of this building. This building we're going to use at the very end of the level. So keep that in mind. We're going to have this photo the entire level. This platform is really easy to mess up. Because you can like do it too short and you're not going to get across. Like, see, this is probably too short. Okay, I still made it, but I took a good photo at the beginning. But you can definitely do it too short where you're not going to make it. Or like too low. So make sure you're doing that correct. So again, take a photo of the building and jump across. This level, you go a little bit to the right. You're going to grab this photo, jump to this little edge right here, and we're going to put this about even in between here. So we're going to put that about right there. And before we get to the end of this level, we're actually going to turn around and take a photo of this table because we need to use this as a platform in our next level. So this level is where we're going to use that table we just took. So you can just place this right here. I personally like to tilt it a little bit to make sure we get more like angle to the end. So tilting it I think is good. So you can go there, hop on this little platform. And again, before we get to the end of this level, we're going to turn around and take another photo. This is the theme of the, this is like a theme at the beginning. Just remember, just think, before I exit this level, is there something I need to take a photo of? Usually the answer is the yes when you're first doing the finale. So you take a photo of the boombox for later, and we're going to hit this. Now there are two ways to do this level. Firstly, you can take a photo of this over here. And that will give us a photocopier. I like to take this second. So how I do this level is the following. So I'll take a photo of the battery at the bottom. I'll run over here as this is printing. I'll take a second photo of the photocopier. I'll go over here and I'll put this right here. So I'm right next to the exit when I'm printing these. And I'll even just move over here and drop these batteries vertically. And that's just the end of the level. You can just drop those two batteries. What you can do is you can do that like opposite. So what you can do, I'm just going back for a moment. What you can do is you can take a photo of this and then take a photo of the battery. And then you can just like, long story short, cycle through these. I think you have to turn this way. And then we have a photocopy here right away. And then that saves you time at the end for having to run back to the photocopier instead of having to wait for it once after you place it. Oop, wrong photo. But you get the idea. So, anyway. So you have this battery. Sorry. I don't normally do it this way otherwise. Here, I'll go back a little bit. So how I do it is I take a photo of this. Take a photo of that. It's a lot simpler this way, in my opinion. You might lose like 2 seconds. The time you lose is the time walking from here to here. But I think it's worth it for the sake of learning the run too. So you drop the battery here and put this here. Good to go. Now this last piece, you can just run forward here. And once you get to the end of this platform, you're going to take a photo where we make sure we have some piece of the ground, but also get rid of this wall. So this is not too precise, but anywhere about here will work. You will have to jump around this little wall that appears, so make sure to jump around that. You can hit this, and then what you can do is you'll have this viewfinder here. All you need to do is put this out in front so you can stand on this when the photo is being taken. So all you have to do is jump here, and then you can go back and grab this photo. Now this photo is what we use to get past this fence. So you can even hit the photo, like hit the timer before you place this. It's up to you. It might be faster to do that. It's up to you. It gives me more time to place it though. What you do is you just hold this up here, and then you click this. Easy enough. This final level is a little interesting. Before you do this, you need to shift the photos once. Put this straight outwards. I will have to restart this level. It'll be a bit of a teaser. So let's review what we just did so far first, actually. So we have 5 minutes back on our clock. So we are about to run out of time. So I'll just restart here. So again, just do a mini run through. So we'll click this first. Click that. Put this out. Look up here and take a photo of that building. Get across. Go over here. We'll grab this photo on the table and stand on this ledge. Put it directly out. Turn around. Take a photo of this table. And then we'll click this. Now before we move on, we'll use this table. We'll rotate it once. And then we'll place it so we have some room vertically to walk to the end. And before we exit this level too, we're also going to take a photo of the boombox. Then we're good to go here. This level, I normally recommend just to take a photo of the battery and then the photocopier, but you can do it the other way too. Either way works. And then you just drop both of the batteries on top of this platform. You'll hit F to switch to your camera. F for me at least, it might be different for you. We're gonna take a photo to make sure we have some ground to stand on in our next photo. So we'll jump around this wall. Hit that. So you can even just click that before you take the photo, then jump over. Might save some time. Go over here. So now we're back here. So before we hit this button, we're gonna switch photos. We're just gonna put this straight out. And then, so we're moving over here because the end of the game will be right where we're standing. So we do this so we can just be at the end of the game right away. And then we take our photo of the boombox that we have before, put it so the boombox will line up with this blue receiver, and then we'll basically be done. But before we do that, we need to jump right now, and we'll be in the cage. So as we're doing that, because the boombox was the final thing to get to the final part of the game, we basically just inserted ourselves into the final cage. So we're functionally just skipping this entire last part by just putting that out there and not having to do anything really for that last level. So again, how that works is you put that straight out so we can get to where the final cage is. And then we'll just put the boombox down and we just jump a little bit. And then you can hit the lever and we're done. And that's the finale.
You did well.
And then we just kind of wait. We wait until the end of this cutscene.
She was desperate to find.
So yeah, so that's the finale. That's the way that I have found the fastest to do it. And it's pretty solid. There are some optimizations here and there that you can do. From here, that's really the last hard puzzle of the game. That is truly the finale, and the last part is just kind of like a walking piece. But I'll show you, just for the sake of showing you the full run. The only thing you have to remember to do is actually hit E here, otherwise you'll just be waiting forever. Whenever this image shows up, we'll go ahead and hit E. And then we just basically wait for Kate to disappear, and we'll get to the final part of the game. A couple things I'll say as I'm wrapping up the run here. Please ensure that you go check out the Discord. There is a ton of skips, a ton of cool glitches that I haven't had time to showcase for you in these demos. So highly recommend you go check out the Discord. A lot of resources for live split on speedrun.com as well. So go check that out. Finally, you just go ahead and grab this grass. I like to kind of shuffle between this just to make sure I get in, and that's where time stops. Time should automatically stop on your timer there, for if you have live split. But yeah, thank you all for watching so much. I have been streaming this game for a while now, so feel free to come check me out at twitch.tv/BobbyBurm. Also doing speed runs for games done quick in the past, and just absolutely love this game. So if you have any questions, feel free to add a comment below the video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. That's the full tutorial. If you have any questions, I'm always around. The Discord is full of lovely people to answer any questions that you might have. But yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Good luck on the runs.